Hey there, this is Suzanne Stroud of Suzanne Stroud Speaks. I am excited to be with you today. Today we are talking about procrastination. Oh my God, this is a dish that we all have eaten from time to time. So I'm just going to talk to you about getting it done. Let's get it done. Procrastination, in case you don't know the definition, most of us do because we act it out. It's just putting things off that we know that we're supposed to do, either because we don't want to, we don't like the task, we don't know. Webster's would like to say that you may be lazy. I don't want to use that classification. I just think that, or that definition, I just think that sometimes we procrastinate because maybe we just don't know how to get it done. So whatever the task is that you know that you've been putting off, and only you know, whatever the task is that you have been putting off, try to slowly and gradually figure out some baby steps to it. You know, take a look at it, list how you're going to get from point A to point B, and then make some marginal steps. So for instance, we'll use baking a cake from scratch for an example. I don't like to bake or bake from scratch, but I know that there are certain ingredients that I need in order for the cake to come out ready to eat. So as I'm sitting and I'm thinking, I'm going to put my ingredients list together. So now I know what it is I need to pick up from the store in order to make this cake. So now once I have my ingredients at home, I have to find a time that's feasible to make sure that I can get it done. And if you know anything about baking cakes, back in the day, it would be where you had to make sure everybody was quiet and you couldn't do any jumping or the cake would fall. I think we've got better ovens now. So now that I figured out the day I want to do it, now I pull all of my ingredients together, get my measuring cup, everything I need, get the oven at the right temperature, get everything mixed up in there and get it in the oven and allot the amount of time that it takes to bake. Voila, my cake is done. Now on the front end, I started off complaining because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't want to do it, or I didn't want to go to the store, whatever my reasons were. In order for me to get that cake, there were certain steps that had to be taken. Just like with your goals, any projects, any things that you're wanting to do, we have to make the steps. We don't want this to be a constant word in our vocabulary. We want to remove this from our vocabulary. I know I want to remove it from my vocabulary. I know that there's many things that I've missed because of procrastination. But today we are making a change. We are taking new steps. We are going to get it done. So I leave you with a couple of tips. First of all, make up your mind. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. If you're not going to do it, then it's not considered procrastination because you have no intention of doing it because it doesn't matter to you whether it gets done or not. That's the key. Does it matter to you whether whatever it is that you've been putting off gets done? Well, the things that I've been putting off, it does matter to me that they get done. So I am procrastinating. So I need to make up my mind and get them done. I'm going into my next step. Get it done. Once you make up your mind, put some steps together, get your ingredients, just like I said, how you're going to get to from where you are to where you want to be. Get it done. And finally, we're responsible for our own success. And we're responsible for our failure. So it's up to you which side of the scale you're going to fall on. I decided I'm going to fall on the side of success. So I know that I'm ultimately responsible for my success. I am ultimately responsible for whether I get it done or not. And I know that I want to be further than where I am today. There are some goals that I have in mind. So write those goals down. Write them down. Look at them every day. Figure out how you're going to get them done. And I'm telling you, once you make up your mind, once you get it done and you take responsibility for your success, you won't have to worry about procrastination anymore. Thank you so much for your time. Please share your comments below. This is Suzanne Stroud of Suzanne Stroud Speaks. Thank you so much. Have a great one.